You look great this morning. Supreme Court Justice joining us this morning, also running for, I would say, re-election, but it's not really a re-elect because he wasn't elected the first time, but it is an election after all. Alton Davis is with us. Good morning, Justice.
Good morning. How you doing, Michael?
Good. I know you were born in Petoskey, spent a lot of your life in Grayling, and now running for a full 8-year term. You say that anybody running for the Michigan Supreme Court should have no preconceived notions. That's almost an impossible ideal, isn't it?
I don't think so if you're in my business, which is the business of judging cases, because we're trained for that in law school. And that's where the transformation really needs to take place is early in one's career. And then lawyers have a point of view. They represent clients. But after you're on the bench for a while, it becomes one of your great protections, really, not to have any preconceived ideas as to how a case should be determined.
Now, I know that you're 63 years old. You have a lot of experience, judicial experience. You talk about, and we understand that the elections for Supreme Court justice are supposedly nonpartisan, but they're not really nonpartisan, are they?
Well, it's pretty much of a mess the way we do business in Michigan.
Yeah.
Only at the Supreme Court level does a candidate, unless you're going to circulate your own petitions, or if you're an incumbent, you can sign yourself in for another run. But otherwise, you've got to be nominated by a political party, so that is a partisan exercise. And then immediately you turn around and run as a nonpartisan again. And that's a difficult situation. I think people are very skeptical of that, and I think rightfully so.
And the parties still campaign on behalf of the candidates, the judicial candidates anyway,
Well,
right?
they do, absolutely. So that's another blow against the nonpartisan notion. And I think it's appropriate. I think most judges are very comfortable in a position of being nonpartisan. And we need to find a way to run that right through the entire system and keep it that way.
Mary Beth Kelly, Denise Morris Langford, Bob Rodas, and
Denise Langford Morris.
Langford Morris
Right.
and Bob Young are the other candidates running for these positions. I mean, you were appointed by Governor Granholm when Justice Weaver retired. How has your term been so far? Have you gotten to have any action?
Yeah, we've had a couple of conferences at the court, and all of that's going very well. The Chief Justice has been very accommodating with me, as are the other justices. There's some procedural things to learn that are different from any courts I've served on before, but we're coming along with that fine. And, it's a hectic period because of the election, but we're managing to juggle it, so it's all working well.
How much time do you spend campaigning? I know you were in Mount Pleasant not that long ago. We have one of our affiliate stations there, WMMI. Is it a dignified sort of campaigning compared to, say, some of the other campaigns?
I'll let you draw your own conclusions. I mean, I think it's dignified, and the receptions have been very good, and people are very kind and all that, but Tuesday I was in Traverse City. Wednesday I was in Alpena. The next day I was in Mount Pleasant and Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. Friday I was in Macomb, Detroit, and Oakland, and Southfield on Saturday and Sunday. So it's a busy schedule. But we haven't gotten in any car wrecks or run anybody over in the street or anything like that. So
Okay. You say that you want to restore public confidence in the state's high court. We are just about 30 seconds before the break. Why do you say that?
I think that it has suffered in the past several years, and I find that knowledge among the general public and certainly among the bar. So we need some civility and professionalism there, and I think that'll go a long way to restoring public confidence.
Okay, coming out of Petoskey and Grayling, we know that's God's country, and civility is important, and maybe you can bring it to Lansing here if you are elected. Supreme Court Justice Alton Davis looking for his first election to that position. Thank you very much for the chat this morning.